Good morning, students. Till today's class, we learned how to solve fractions using four fundamental operations. Now we are going to learn in part 6 of this chapter a concept of decimals, which are an extension of our number system. For example, 3567. This number can be expanded as 3000s plus 500s plus 6 tens plus 7 ones. Now look at this pattern. As we move right, each position is 10 times smaller than the earlier one. What will happen if we continue to move right? If we continue to move to divide further by 10, we get fractions like 1 by 10, 1 by 100, 1 by 1000 and so on. Now how do you separate these whole numbers from the fractions? Now you see the place value chart here. We need to use a dot called decimal. The number with the decimal point is called decimal number. Now, left side of the decimal, we have the places of number system, and right side of the decimal, we have the places like tens, hundreds, thousands and so on. The left side of the decimal, we called it as a whole number part. The right side of the decimal, we called as decimal part. When you are reading any decimal number, the whole number part we have to read completely, and the decimal part we have to read individually the digits. Now let us see. 3567.289. This is the way of reading. Now let us write expanded form of this number. Expanded form is nothing but sum of the place values of the digits in the decimal number. Now you see here. 3000 plus 500 plus 60 plus 7 plus 2 tens, nothing but 2 by 10, 800s, 8 by 100, 9000s, 9 by 100. Now fractions having 10, 100, 1000 and so on, denominators are called decimal fractions. Now how to convert these fractions as decimals? Now you see in the second step. 3000 plus 500 plus 60 plus 7, 2 tens means after decimal immediately the first place. So write 0.2. 800s. So here after decimal it is in the second place. So write 8 in the second place. Insert 0 in the tens place. Now 9000s. So here after decimal it is in third place. So write in the right after decimal in the third place. Tens and hundreds places you have to insert zeros. The easy way to remember is if you have 1 0 in the denominator, write one place after the decimal. If you have 2 zeros, write 2 places after the decimal. If you have 3 zeros, write 3 places after the decimal. This is the way you remember. Now the types of decimals, like decimals and unlike decimals. Decimals having same number of decimal places are called like decimals. You observe some examples here. 1.5, 28.4, 713.9, 1008.4. In all the decimals, we have only one digit after the decimal. Only one place we have. So this kind of decimals we called as like decimals. Now come to unlike decimals. Decimals having different number of decimal places are called unlike decimals. Now you see the example. 23.7, 1.56, 306.004, 7.1842. In the first decimal, after decimal we have one place. In the second one we have two places. In the third one we have three places. In the fourth one we have 4 places. It means different number of decimal places we have. Such kind of decimals we called as unlike decimals. These are the types of decimals. Now let us solve some sums from the exercise 5. Now here are some decimals. Now which one is greater? So before comparing this, whenever you find unlike decimals, convert into like decimals, then we solve the sums. Now you see the first one, 0.7 and here 0.07. Here after decimal you have one place, here you have two places. So these are unlike decimals. So convert into like decimals by inserting zeros. So here you insert 0. Now here you see here 2 places and here also we have 2 places. Now you compare. When you are comparing, first compare whole number part. Here 0 and here also 0. Next come to the decimal part. The first place is tens place. Here 7 and here 0. As 7 is greater than 0, 0.7 is greater than 0.07. Now come to the second one. Here we have 7 and here we have 8.5. Again both are unlike decimals. So place the decimal and write 10 and this is the way we have to convert into like decimals. Now you compare here. First you see the whole number part. Here we have 7 and here we have 8. Different digits. So 7 is less than 8. So 7 is less than 8.5. So which one is greater? 8.5 is greater. Now come to the third one. 1.47 and 1.51. So if you observe both the decimals, we have same number of decimal places. Here 2 places and here also 2 places. So no need to convert into like decimals. Now let us compare. First we have in the whole number part here 1 and here also 1. Now come to the decimal part. What is the tens place digit? Here 4 and here 5. 4 is less than 5. So 1.47 is less than 1.51. So 1.51 is greater here. Now come to the last sum. Here you have 6 and here you have 0.66. 2 digits we have after the decimal. So here you place the decimal and insert 2 zeros. Now you compare here. Whole number part we have here 6 and here we have 0. As 6 is greater than 0, 6 is greater than 0.66. So this is the way we have to find which decimal is greater. Now you see here you have some conversions. Suppose to convert money, length, weight, distance from one unit to another unit, we often use decimals. For that, let us learn some conversions here. 100 pice is 1 rupee. So how we get 1 pice? Transpose this 100 to the right side, which is 1/100th of rupee. 1000 grams, 1 kilogram. So from this how you get 1 gram? Transpose this 1000th of kilogram. 10 millimeters, 1 centimeter. So from this we get 1 millimeter is 1/10th of centimeter. As we know 100 centimeters is 1 meter. So from this how we get 1 centimeter? Transpose 100, 1/100th of meter. Now 1000 meters is 1 kilometer. So from this we get 1 meter is 1000th of kilometer. So using these conversions, let us solve some more sums from exercise 5. Now express the following rupees as decimals. Here 9 pice let us convert into rupee. As we know that 1 pice is 1/100th of rupee. So 9 pice is 9/100th of rupee. As we have 2 zeros in the denominator, make it 2 places after the decimal, which is 0.09 rupee. Now come to the next one. 77 rupees, 7 pice. So 1 is in rupees and 1 is in pice. You don't disturb rupees, just you change pice into rupees. So as we know that 1 pice is 1/100th of rupee, 7 pice is 7/100th of rupee, decimal form 0.07 rupee. By adding this, we get 77 rupees 7 pice. Now the last sum 235 pice. As we know 1 pice is 1/100th of rupee. So 235 pice, 235 by 100 rupee. So as we have 2 zeros in the denominator, make it 2 places after the decimal, which is 2 rupees 35 pice. Now this is one more interesting conversion. Express 10 centimeter in meter and kilometer. Now here you see the conversion. 1 centimeter is 1/100th of meter. So 10 centimeters means 10 into 1/100th of meter. Cancel the common zeros here. We get here 1/10th of meter. The decimal form is 0.1 meter. As we have 1 zero in the denominator, in the decimal we get 1 place after the decimal. Now the next one, 10 centimeter you have to convert into kilometer. Now you see here, to convert centimeter to kilometer, centimeter first you have to convert into meter by multiplying by 1/100. Again, that meter you have to convert into kilometer by multiplying by 1 by 1000. So 10 centimeter equal to 10 into 100 into 1000. Now here you cancel the common zeros. Now 1 ones are 1. Here we get 10,000. So as we have 4 zeros in the denominator, make it 4 places after the decimal. So 0.0001 kilometer. Now you see the last sum. Express 45 millimeters in centimeters, meters and kilometers. Now you see here 1 millimeter, how many centimeters? 1/10 of centimeter. So 45 millimeters is 45 into 1/10 of centimeter. So 45 ones 45, 45 by 10 centimeters. So convert into decimal. As we have 1 0 after 1 0 in the denominator, make it 1 place after the decimal. So 4.5 centimeters. The next one is 45 millimeters you have to convert into meter. So to convert millimeters to meter, first you have to convert into centimeters, next you have to convert into meter. So you have to multiply by 1 by 10 and 1 by 100. So 45 into 1 by 10 into 1 by 100. 45 ones are 45, 10 into 100, 1000. As we have 3 zeros in the denominator, make it 3 places after the decimal. Already we have 2 digits. So insert 1 0 in the tens place. So 0.045 meters. Last one, the same 45 millimeters you have to convert into kilometer. So to convert millimeter to kilometer, first you have to convert into centimeter by multiplying by 1 by 10. Again the centimeters to convert into meter, multiply by 1 by 100. Again to convert meter to kilometer, multiply by 1 by 1000. So 45 millimeters equal to 45 into 1 by 10 into 1 by 100 into 1 by 1000. 45 ones are 45. So denominator we get 10 lakhs. 10 lakhs means we have here 6 zeros. So make it 6 places after the decimal. Already we have here 2 digits. So insert 4 zeros. 0.000045 kilometers. So this is the way we have to find sums related to the conversions. Okay children? Practice once again all these sums. Not only assignment sums, again you practice these sums. Okay, we'll meet you in the next class. Thank you.